Trump and Doral.
He'll make it when he needs to make it. He'll make a good decision.
Caplin News is live outside the former president's golf club where he is set to speak tonight. Pushing for peace.
And we've shown the world that NATO is stronger.
A look at NATO's current budget. A deadly crash in Cooper City.
That they didn't have jurisdiction over him.
That left one man dead and another hospitalized. And now you see her, now you don't.
My heart jumped of joy.
Caplin News got a chance to sit down with a Venezuelan magician making international headlines. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Benjamin Cure.
And I'm Emma Alonso. Today is Tuesday, July 9th, 2024.
Live from the Lee Kaplan School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
Making some noise post-debate, Donald Trump planning a SoFlo stop. After some quiet time, Donald Trump is set to host his first rally since the presidential debate with Joe Biden, and this time it is in South Florida.
Kaplan's Anthony Cruz offers a preview of the rally live from the Country Club in Doral. Good morning, Anthony. What do you have for us?
Yeah, guys, so the doors are set to open here at around 2 p.m. for the general public, while Trump is set to arrive at around 7. Trump does have the added advantage following the debate, which mainly redirected national attention towards Biden's performance, as well as his potential replacement within the Democratic Party, outshining the misinformation that he did say during it. This means that during a week where Biden has been on national TV and on radio shows trying to save face with his voters, another strong and cohesive performance from Trump, along with the potential VP nomination tonight, will likely be more than enough for his base. Ahead of the kickoff of the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee on July 15th, the former president is likely to announce his candidate for vice president in the coming days. And Doral has been seen by many as an ideal spot to select Florida Senator Marco Rubio, who's reportedly on his short list. The Miami native said in a CNN interview over the weekend that he has not been clued in on Trump's decision, though.
Look, I've heard nothing. I know nothing, and you probably know more than I do about it. Donald Trump has a decision to make. He'll make it when he needs to make it. He'll make a good decision. I know for certain that I will be out there over the next 3 or 4 months working on behalf of his campaign in some capacity. I know that I'll be in the Senate, and I'll have an opportunity to continue to do that. And either way, all I care about at this point, and what I care about the most, is that we can't afford another 4 years like the last 4, and I'm willing to help in any way I can.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the aisle,
for all the talk out there about this race, Joe has made it clear that he's all in.
Despite calls from officials and donors of the Democratic Party for Biden to step down after the debate, the president has remained firm in his stance that he is still, quote, the most qualified to take down Trump, and dared any critic to, quote, challenge him at the Democratic Convention next month in Chicago. And with the battleground state of Pennsylvania being the final pit stop for Trump before the RNC after tonight, this unprecedented election season has kicked into full gear for both candidates. Regardless of what happens tonight, though, many, including Rubio himself, are sure to be on the edge of their seats for what Trump promised to be a, quote, amazing rally via his Truth Social platform.
I don't know who he's going to pick, but he'll pick somebody good, I'm sure of that.
So as previously stated, this is one of Trump's last pit stops before the Republican National Convention. Reporting for Caplin News, I'm Anthony Cruz.
Preparations are underway for the 75th NATO summit taking place in the capital this week. D.C. reporter Laura Palfrey has more on what is on the agenda for the 32 allies.
Downtown D.C. is blocked off to regular traffic this week, impacting business owners and residents. World leaders are coming together for the NATO summit to address a number of issues, including security. From July 8th to the 12th, a large screening perimeter requires drivers and pedestrians to navigate checkpoints around the Walter E. Washington Convention Center and near the White House. The 75th NATO summit aims to address the challenges facing the alliance and enhance NATO's capabilities.
We've made outstanding progress in strengthening our deterrence and defense. We built on our progress from previous summits, and we've shown the world that NATO is stronger, larger, and more united than ever before.
NATO leaders have emphasized the importance of unity and collective defense as discussions also focus on initiatives to enhance NATO's relationship with Ukraine.
And the NATO alliance will announce significant new steps to strengthen its military and political partnership with Ukraine to help Ukraine continue to defend themselves today and to deter Russian aggression well into the future.
These road closures will last until Thursday. Today, there's a Women in Peace Security Roundtable and a reception, a keynote speech by the NATO Secretary General, and a 75th anniversary celebratory event. Reporting in Washington, D.C. for Caplin News, I'm Laura Palfrey.
Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky is in Washington, D.C. this morning to speak at the Ronald Reagan Institute. Zelensky will meet with the Biden administration at the NATO summit in hopes of making Ukraine a member of the organization. A former U.S. Special Representative of Ukraine believes Ukraine will not become a member of any U.S. ally organization.
The Biden-Harris campaign announced Vice President Kamala Harris will return to Las Vegas today. Her efforts will focus on reassuring voters that Biden is capable of continuing as president. This comes a week after his weak performance in the debate 2 weeks ago. All eyes are on Harris as a possible replacement presidential candidate should President Biden choose to step down after a subpar debate performance. It will be Harris' 6th trip to Nevada this year.
A major roadway is back open this morning in Cooper City, days after police launched an investigation into a crash that turned deadly. Caplin News reporter Kenneth Bueno was at the scene.
This is the model of a 6th-generation Chevrolet Camaro, a model similar to the car a man was driving Sunday night here in Sheridan before an accident turned deadly and split the car in half. A busy street back in operation. But remnants of tire marks and a downed utility pole tell the story of a hellacious crash that happened along Sheridan Street and Solano Avenue, where the man responsible is now facing charges.
The first thing he said was that he was a Seminole, as if to indicate that they didn't have jurisdiction over him.
Police arrested 25-year-old Ivan Billy Jr., who they say was driving his Chevrolet Camaro at almost 200 miles per hour under the influence before swerving into the median, hitting 2 trees, and splitting in half on the westbound lane. The accident killed the passenger in the car. The Broward County Sheriff's Office put out a statement saying, quote, after Billy Jr. was medically cleared and released from the hospital, he was arrested and transported to BSO's main jail. He faces several charges, including vehicular homicide and driving under the influence, resulting in death. The investigation into the crash is ongoing. Well, the man responsible for the accident is still in custody as both of the east and westbound lanes of Sheridan Street have been reopened. Reporting in Cooper City, Kenneth Bueno, Caplin News.
And this morning, reconstruction begins following the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl in southeast Texas. Beryl slammed into the United States yesterday as a Category 1 hurricane, leaving at least 7 people dead in Texas and at least 1 dead in Louisiana. Intensified strong winds, torrential rain, rising floods, and crushed trees caused millions in Houston to go without power as the storm passed throughout the area. Here's how one Texan experienced the storm.
All that rain came down, everything came boom, it fell right on my neck and they hit them in their head. And everything but it hit my neck and my back.
A heat advisory is in effect where the heat index could hit 105 degrees. The National Weather Service in Houston said the lack of proper cooling combined with many people outdoors cleaning up after Beryl could produce dangerous heat conditions.
A legendary WWE wrestler saying, "You can't see me in the ring anymore."
And that's so ahead, and so is this story.
My first encounter with magic was when I was 10 years old. That was the first time I saw a magician on TV. And on that moment, my heart jumped of joy.
And through the magic of television, a Venezuelan standout finds herself on America's Got Talent. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
Takes his first playoff win.
Radcliffe Art and Design Incubator is the velocity accompanying the fellow's rudder, as in a boat. Unless there is movement or action, the planned direction is of little consequence. We encourage the creative ideas into action, and from the experience of doing, we critically assess the feedback, adjust, and set out to rediscover the potentialities of an entrepreneurial mindset.
precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
A mesmerizing performance and a magician's life story is a part of it. A Venezuelan's life changed the moment she knew her magic and the words could take her far.
Caplin News reporter Ana Paula Mayorga got the chance to speak with Dania Diaz about her experience at one of America's favorite reality shows.
Magic is not just about misdirection and having a trick under your sleeve. Words are the most magical tool that everyone can use. And Dania Diaz, a Venezuelan magician, has mastered the arts of narrative and storytelling, earning her a spot on America's Got Talent.
My first encounter with magic was when I was 10 years old. That was the first time I saw a magician on TV. And on that moment, my heart jumped of joy. And from that moment, I knew I wanted to try magic. That amazement, feeling that when you see magic, you see something impossible happening in front of you, that just stole my heart. And I wanted to make other people feel the same way as I did when I saw magic for the first time. I come from a small town, and I know that to get out of there is difficult. I was 25 years old due to the situation of my country, that it was a very bad social political situation. I decided that I had to leave and look for more opportunities out there. When I first did a reality show, it was Spain Got Talent. I did a very personal story with my magic, and it connected. So I received the golden buzzer, and from that moment, my life changed completely. When I finished that show, I got the call for America's Got Talent. I was in Madrid, and I received a call from a producer, and he said, "We want you on the show." And I say, "Really? Am I going to be there?" But my second memorable time was when I met Simon.
You managed to make numbers on a card become an emotional story.
And I had Simon Cowell right there because I do close-up magic. One of the phrases he said, it was like, "I saw magic. I really saw magic." Those words were motivational, you know, to continue pursuing, continue doing what I love, and yeah, that was very memorable.
Dania Diaz is returning to Madrid to continue her scheduled performances, as well as planning her upcoming tour in Europe. Reporting for Caplin News, I am Ana Paula Mayorga.
WWE legend and actor John Cena announced his retirement from wrestling during Saturday's Money in the Bank pay-per-view event. The 16-time WWE World Champion plans on doing dates between 30 and 40 dates throughout the next year in order to close out his quarter-century-long wrestling career. In his announcement, Cena thanked the viewers for, quote, "letting me play in the house that you guys built for so many years." That's strange. We're supposed to be playing video of John Cena right now, but it doesn't look like he's on camera. While we fix these technical difficulties, we're going to send you off to a quick commercial break.
See us dream. See us remember. See us protest.
You matter. Your feelings matter. Your identity matters. Everything about who you are matters.
See us fight back. See us rebuild. See us shatter stereotypes. See us inspire. See us united. See us now.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
And that's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Benjamin Cure.
And I'm Emma Alonso. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.